Welcome to the Potters Resort in Norfolk for the start of the BBC's coverage of the World Indoor Bowls Championships. A reminder that on BBC Two this afternoon we've got the final of the pairs, but this morning we're concentrating on the singles competition. We can show you how the draw looks. As the first round progresses, the defending champion Nick Brett is up against Andrew Kyle. That match is going to take place later today. A couple of big upsets that have already occurred in the first round. Number 16 seed Mark Dawes lost out against 71-year-old Scot Charles Bence. But also through some former champions, the likes of Stuart Anderson, David Goulet and Greg Harlow. That's the top half. Looking down into the bottom half, and you'll notice that number 11 seed Mark Royal lost out to New Zealander Debbie Wilford, but also through our former champions Paul Foster, Darren Burnett and Mervyn King. Alex Marshall, the multiple champion here in the singles competition, is still to play Robert Chisholm. This morning we're concentrating on the match between Les Gillett, a semi-finalist here back in the year 2000, and who takes part, of course, in the final of the pairs this afternoon, live on BBC Two alongside Jason Greenslade. He's up against Tom Warner, who's appearing in competition for the first time here at Potters. Well, it's time to get the action underway, so let's hand over to our MC, Richard Bear.
Thank you very much, Rishi. Thank you very much. Yes, well, making his WBT debut appearance is this young 25-year-old rising star. Ladies and gentlemen, please wish him all the very best as I welcome onto the ring, Tom Warner! And Tom takes on a former semi-finalist in this event and former International Open and Welsh Masters champion. Ladies and gentlemen, your appreciation for Les Gillett.
Yes, it's a big day for Leicestershire's Les Gillett. His singles match this morning, followed by that final of the pairs this afternoon, live on BBC Two. Time to head up to the commentary box, and in there is former world champion Andy Thompson and the BBC's David Corkill. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Rishi. It'll be an interesting game this morning. You've got Les Gillett, 20 years now since he really broke through, 1997 when he won the International Open. And there's only 21 years between these two players in terms of age. So all that experience, Andy, against a young 25-year-old.
26.5 metres.
It'll be a tough one for him.
Yes, I think it will. I mean, I think Les, as we already said, got the Pierce final this afternoon, but he'll be concentrating, trying to get through the first round. Always a nervy game for all players, especially the seeds.
Yes, we've had a few seeds fall by the wayside. We'll hear more about that as we continue through the tournament. But for now, we're looking at this young man, a taxation expert and chartered accountant from Salisbury. Les Gillett, the left-hander, which of course we have to be careful about when we're calling shots. Les is obviously in good form, having made it through to the final for the pairs this afternoon. And many people have asked me, is that a good thing to be playing in the morning before? That's just the draw, Andy. It's one of those things that happens, but it can be good and bad.
Yes, I think so. Obviously, if he wins this morning, he's going to go into the afternoon with a lot of confidence. So, yeah, I think it's quite a good thing for Les. He'll just be hoping it's not too a tough game, but I don't really know too much about Tom, but to qualify, he must be a good player, and that'll settle him. Good second delivery.
That's the important bit. Make sure you get something in there close. You're not losing threes and fours in the first end. Even the most experienced players will feel the nerves. Les always a very confident player.
Yeah, good delivery action, Les. Always gets the ball away well. I agree, David. He's been playing well.
I'm just looking at the bowls they're using as well. They're both using big swinging bowls. Unusual to see the XPs out there. Let's see, Drake's Pride XP.
It's more of an outdoor model, but I'd agree most players are playing with a ball that swings quite a bit, as we see this ball coming in. Good second and third deliveries from Tom.
Yeah, we'll see what Tom's using, because the
Close
players
enough
have
shot.
been taking different sets out, trying them right up to the last minute. I think Tom's using an aero bowl. I'm not sure what model as yet, because they do produce big swinging bowls.
Probably the Groove, but again, I'm not had a close look at it. Better ball here from Les. Falls in, may get the shot.
Very close, Tom.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be too sure about that one.
Well, Tom looking at this one, gets inside his own, he's drawn the shot. That was well played.
Good ball.
One green and a measure.
Even if he had been a little bit wider there, any touch on his own green ball would have been enough with that weight to secure the shot. But it's well hidden. It's going to be hard for Les to get at that one.
Yeah, this is awkward for Les. Don't want to be chasing too early on in the game. Just playing the forehand, his forehand draw.
Good effort. Give it a chance. Don't think dropping the ball down's made any difference.
Umpire, please.
Wise. Get the umpire on. Make sure.
I think Tom has certainly got one. Measure for two.
One green conceded, measure for second.
Yes. No, that is very close. Slight favour for the red.
One shot, Tom Warner.
Good steady. One shot. Umpire Francis Fletcher sorted that out. I just have a feeling this guy's not going to show too many nerves. I've been watching him rolling up and down, and looks very comfortable. Nice, easy delivery. And whilst you're just drawing to the jack, this rink is very good. It's very comfortable in terms of the lines you can take with just drawing. The hard shots will come later. Whenever you have to play the little weight shots, Andy, and that's where really the qualifiers get caught out a little bit.
Yes, they do. Sometimes the choice of shots has been a downfall for a lot of this unseeded players. But the draw is where you're going to win games. And Tom's actually started really well here. Changes to the forehand, the backhand blocked out. As you say, both sides of the carpet are drawable. This looks another good ball.
Yeah, it's coming in well. That is an aero groove, by the way. You were right, Andy. I think it's fair to say that all four manufacturers are producing wide bowls now, which is good to see.
Yes, yes. I think the narrow bias ball, very popular in club play, but certainly on the portable rink here, it's a swinging ball that's really needed. Very good ball. We'll see that from Les. Comes around the red ball, draws the perfect shot.
One red.
Well, we don't know Tom's style of play, but he's certainly been aggressive here. Looks to be under.
Well, that's the shots I was mentioning, Andy, that
Yes,
they get sucked into.
they do.
You know, he's going to have to go a little bit wider with the next one, but even stronger. And by doing that, he could take his own two balls out. You know, it's most of the top players probably would have just drawn to that.
Yes, I think so. Should have probably just kept to his forehand draw. Now he's in a bit of trouble as Tom. Les good again.
Well in. Tucked it in behind. Gentle, gentle. Well, he's brought the jack out a little bit. I don't think it makes an awful lot of difference.
Well, he's playing the backhand. He's got to go faster this time, David.
Yes, it's...
Well, he's playing the timing shot again. This will probably go again.
Yeah. Well, he has to be fortunate. Front ball. Oh, my goodness me. That's a good result. Oh.
Yes, he wasn't far away. He got a good result. Might still be 2 down. He was in the area.
Difficult to pick out the line on that particular weight. Played it well, but got a nice little run through. 1, maybe 2 down. Don't think Les will be too adventurous.
No, I think he'll be happy just to get in the board. He knows he's getting 1 or 2. He's up and running.
Two shots, let's get it. Set score 2-1 after 2 ends.
Bit of a practice ball there for Les. As we see Alan Thornhill walking down the rink. Very experienced Alan Thornhill. He has been at all the major championships over the last number of years. He was recently in New Zealand for the World Outdoor. And did a very good job.
Along with yourself, David, you had the trip to New Zealand with the Irish ladies team?
Yes, I was there. Yes.
Very tricky conditions, I believe.
Very difficult.
28 metres.
This rink runs maybe round about 17, Andy, and they were running up 19, 20 with the wind blowing. So it was tough for everybody.
Yeah, so
really
I believe.
Was.
Difficult conditions, especially in New Zealand. Australia probably better, but New Zealand conditions very difficult to master. Like that one, I don't think.
Well, if it's a yard away, it's good that he knew it.
Yes, that's a good sign off from David.
2.5 feet.
Releasing the ball, he knew right away he was short.
Yes, I played a match last week and I was letting the ball go thinking I was close and I was a yard away and I knew I was in trouble. And I think that applies to a lot of bowlers.
Yes, most bowlers have a good feel when they release the ball. Good correction from Les.
And before you ask, Andy, no, it didn't go well.
Yeah, you weren't featuring in the Irish Championships, I believe, over the weekend.
They've all been running this weekend and I'm here, so no chance to play in those. As we await the national team to be announced the next week or so. Good stuff. Really good ball there. Very controlled. Just drop it in, get a good second.
Tom's bowl, the gap is 4 inches. Your bowl, 1.5 inches. No, 1.5 inches, your bowl.
Well, 4 inches to draw the shot. Another shot for Les. Just got to be a little bit careful here.
Taking a very wide line down this backhand, but it's coming back. Here it comes now. Just looking to reach. Not quite.
1 red. 1 red, yeah. Last bowl, 10 inches short of jack high.
Tom sticking to his backhand. Sticking to the draw.
We'll see what he's looking for, but goodness me, that's not, well...
Well, we talked earlier on, David, about playing the shots. I mean, he's just not going to get away with this. Just starting to play a few shots here, Tom. You're going to have to either draw or drive, I think, here at times. That type of shot, as you say, is so difficult.
He can draw that, there's
yes.
no doubt about it. You know, it's in many respects, although The ball's only 2 inches away. It's an easier draw than it is to play with weight. Les just trying to nip in for another.
Oh, it's well played. It's good bowling from Les.
And it's hidden in behind the green one.
Favour 2, Tom.
If he's going to hit this, it's... You can have a look at it, but he needs to hit it on the other side, I think.
Yeah, this is worth a go.
Not sure we can see it around his own bowl. Not sure we can do... Well, looking from the mat there, Andy, you can see an edge of it, which means it'll have to be a timing shot. If he's going to play big weight, it has to be on the forehand.
Well, he's playing the timing ball. It could be close.
Good ball.
Yeah, very good ball.
Use the shoulder. Good ball.
One shot, Tom Warner.
Degree of difficulty
Set
well
score
up the
is
scale on
2-2
that
after
one.
3 ends.
Yes, he played it with the awkward weight, but he used his Les's wing ball. Pushes the jack back. 2-2.
Jack length 26.5 metres.
Good opening balls from Tom. Brought the mark slightly up the rink this time. Started well.
One green.
As a feature of Les's game over the last 2 decades really has been that draw shot. He's more than capable of playing the weight, but he's a super rhythm player. Once he gets into that drawing rhythm, he's able to play it time and time again. Good retentive memory.
Very good, David. Les's
One green.
strengths are the draw.
Yeah.
Plays number 2 with me, fortunately for me anyway, in the international team. Plays really well. Good drawing player. Changing his hand, changing to his backhand this time.
Well, that's the advantage you have, Andy. You never go out with a bad rink. They always look after you, the selectors.
Yes. Yeah. Make sure I get well supported. Well, I think Les will be disappointed with that one. Dropping a yard short, there was a chance just to reach. Chance here for Tom. Any movement on the jack.
Doesn't want that ball. Still another one in the area.
One green.
Good gripping from Tom. 4 balls within 18 inches. That's good stuff. I think Les will be reaching with this one.
Well, he's got a shoulder to use. He's just a little bit on the wide side. You want to drop into the jack. Oh, it's going to be close with this, surely. Just needs to hurry.
Yeah, I don't think he's running.
No.
One shot, Tom Warner.
He'll be disappointed because really playing through that was a better option for him.
Yes, he had chances, David. Reaching through with a yard would have done, but
after 4 ends.
nothing dangerous, only dropping the 1. Good start from Tom Warner. 3-2 ahead.
Jack length 26 metres.
Leading off from that backhand, quite a lot of the players use the other side to lead off.
Yes, they do, David. I think that backhand has been, apart from one or two players, it's been quite troublesome. But he's leading well on it, is Tom. Well, this might force a change. He's looking at this one. Does he have enough running? No, he doesn't. He'll fall back. Still 1 to Tom. Good lines from Les.
As last year, Les lost out to Nick Brett. First set was fairly comfortable. Nicky was in control most of the time. 9-4. The second set was very close, 7-6. Well, he's extended it through, but
2 green.
line 2, I think he'd have preferred to have missed the jack.
Yes,
last
would have
ball on
preferred to
Jack
tuck it
is
around the corner.
just
This
under
has just
3
given
feet.
Les a little bit more room, but Les has just got to find a yard.
And Les also lost out to Nick Brett in the Scottish in the second round and won the first set 10-8, lost the second 5-4 and lost out in the tiebreak 2-0. So he's been playing good stuff, but
Just needs to get over the line, doesn't he?
Yes.
That's the difference between the top players and the good players. Just getting over the line. Wow. Good weight, Les, but
About 6 inches past Jack high.
the loose end here. Chance here for Tom. One good shot. He's in control of this end.
well, anything in front of the jack would have been very useful there, just to block the way in. The other side of the rink not really available for Les, so he'll be slight adjustment on this one.
Yeah, Tom probably realises that was a chance to get Les under a bit of pressure. Still an open draw here for Les. Looks good.
Certainly found the line. Well, it's stopping time.
Just run through. It's still 1 to Tom. Tom asking for a
One
shot.
shot, Tom
Yeah,
Warner.
Les comes up. Gives him the ball.
Set score is 2-4 after 5 ends. Jack length 26 metres.
Les's first ball is just not working at the moment. That's why he's been under a bit of pressure. Not like him.
Well, he's used to dominating with the first two. But what's interesting for me, Andy, is he's all over the mat. He's using the outside of the mat, but even with the strong bias ball, still struggling to get back.
Yeah, struggling, struggling to get to the centre, David. Tom's taking advantage. Les needs a good ball just to settle him down a bit. Last few ends, he's just not found the line.
Oh, that's surely on the inside.
Definitely under.
Well, it's holding a long time, and that really is surprising.
Well, yes, I would agree with you, David. That looked to be well under.
There's something not right out there. He was very much his back foot on the outside edge of the mat, and they're taking very narrow lines coming down towards commentary position. Just over the weight.
Yeah, I did hear the players yesterday talking about they thought the rink was slightly changing, but this is my first view from a good angle here in the commentary box, and it does look a lot flatter this side. Willie Bend.
Well, he made centre rink, but the line he was on indicated to me that that should have been a sweeping right into the jack on an early bend, and it just didn't happen. So the rink can change over a period of time. Nothing unusual about that, but when you're bringing big swinging balls to the party, you expect it to dip.
Yeah, second ball coming in. Tom line 2. This might force Les into the heavy ball. Sticking to the draw. Now, Les, will you get back? He's struggling to get back, isn't he?
That's really fighting. Needs to drop. He's on the wrong side of the ball with very good weight. And Les will be shaking his head here because
2 shots, Tom Warner.
there's definitely something not right.
Yeah, just not finding the centre of the rink, David. I think that's the problem.
2-6 after 6.
It's always a worry to all players. If they can't find the centre, then there's a problem. It's a good lead for Tom. 3 ends to play, in control of this opening set.
Jack length 27 and a
Slightly
half.
different length of jack.
Yes, he played that little angle off at about the third end, and Les was lying a couple, just punched the ball, got the shot. Instead of being 4-1 down, he was suddenly level, and that makes a tremendous difference when you're on the rink for the first time, gives you that little bit of confidence.
Yeah, I think that's what's happened. Playing both the backhands and playing them well. Les needs a good opener to get settled. This looks better. Still running.
Well, David Gurley just sitting in the back row in the green seats. Quite often the players would sit up there. They're well away from everyone, but get a good view of what's going on.
Yes, David likes to watch a lot of the games. Practices a lot. Good ball from Les. That's the winner.
1 red.
Yes, David now
Jack
back in charge of the Scottish elite squads. Make that plural because it's men and women. So he'll be busy making preparations for the Commonwealth Games next year.
Yes, I believe the squad, the elite squad, will be announced, I believe, in the next month. Interesting to see who makes the team, or the squad anyway. A vast pool of talent to choose from.
Has he ever?
You could probably pick 2 Scottish teams and they'll all do well. Les That wasn't a good
One red.
third delivery after a good second.
Again, he's just shaking his head. He's probably concentrating on the line so much. Easy to drop, but anything through the head was good there. He's got a back ball sitting waiting for the jack. Certainly arriving with this one.
I think he's urging this ball up. I don't think he's running.
Oh, that's held. Goodness me.
2 shots, let's get
Yeah,
it.
2 shots, yes. He did have enough. It's important to
Set
score with that last
4-6
ball.
after 7 ends.
Right back in the set, Les. That was a change of length from Tom.
Yeah,
I don't know if
29
it
and a
quite
half
worked out.
metres.
And once again, we see Les almost gone full length on the tee, 29.5. That's a maximum distance.
Yes, well, those strength of balls, that's unusual. Normally on a wide bias ball, you go short jacks.
Talk, David. I don't think the carpet's playing quite as swingy. So, but this is exactly what Les needs. A good opener.
Needs a longer jack length to let the bias take effect, and played it very well. With Les fighting for his line, the first thing I would do is look to go shorter if Tom can get hold of the jack and play a 25-metre jack length.
Looks a better ball from Tom here. Could be the shot coming in. Oh, he's well played. That's a great ball.
We'll throw that in his taste, as it looks like.
Good correction from Tom here. We see the ball coming in. Slight glance of Les's. That's a beauty.
Slightly this side.
Shot clock in operation, of course. 30 seconds from your opponent's ball stopping to get your delivery away. So even one question, if it's not answered smartly, can be a problem.
Certainly goes down quickly. Good line here from Les. Has he drawn the shot? Oh, great ball, Les Gillett.
That's brilliant after the jack being taken away from him to get it back first ball.
He was in a bit of trouble there. Plays the perfect ball.
So a little bit of weight with this one. Try and get the green ball onto the red and open it up. Perfect connection. Will bounce it out, but I think the jack's going to move. Close to it. Needs to hurry though. Oh, perfect line. Well, the thing about that one, Andy, is anything behind the jack was going to be of use.
Yes, I think, well, Tom's looking at the TV monitor at the side there. He's not coming down to have a look at this, but he could be slightly more aggressive with his final delivery. Les needs another one in. Anything past the head will be good.
Hasn't used a timeout yet. Maybe this would be the time to do it.
Oh, he's not running, but
Oh, that's not bad.
it's not bad. I think Tom could be aggressive here. Tom could actually run through this, and I think he's now going to use a timeout. Quite right. He'll watch the clock going down and then signal to the umpire that he wants an extra 60 seconds. Well, let's hope he's remembered, David.
So the thing is, can he get... Oh, that ball's just dropped down. It's really getting in onto the angle, Andy, for that.
Yes.
And then coming through to here to get the red ball. But where will the jack go? Will the jack go out this direction and stay, you know, pretty much on the rink in that area? Or will it just stay where it is? That's the question.
Yeah, well, I think he could be aggressive, David. Catches that last ball, as you say, the left-hand ball on the screen, the red one. Catches that ball, that could take his own, Les' own ball, but he's got to be attacking. This is quite a good hand for weight. Looks to be under.
Yeah, he's going to flick off the front one. No change. Good end for Les. That was a big, important ball he played.
One shot,
Good
let's
third
get it.
delivery, getting the shot. 6-5, tight set.
Set scores 5-6 after 8 ends.
Once again, a good crowd in here at Potter's Leisure Resort, as there always is.
Yes, it's full almost every day, David. Fantastic for a whole fortnight. We're now into the second week. We do get
Deck length
spoiled here.
29.5 metres.
Les keeping to full length.
Les dropped out of the top 16 back in 2010. Fought his way back in again, but he's sitting at 15, and he needs really get through this match. This is very important for ranking positions.
Yes, he probably feels that 10 points here, that's what you get for winning a game. 10 points here would almost secure himself for next year, but such a good player, you would expect him to be winning this game, but Tom's given him a battle. Good ball. Taking his time on the mat here, just getting himself ready.
Yes, normally he's quite a swift player.
Yes, he is.
So he's been very, very deliberate in his preparations with the ball this time.
I think he realises the importance in this one. That's why he was taking his time, settled himself down, plays the perfect ball.
That will force Tom on the other side. Down on the forehand. Hasn't been his favourite hand, so he might need to. Yes, he has. He's been a bit of a range finder. That one. That was
One red.
so far away, Andy. You sort of realise he hasn't played it very often.
No, I don't think he's comfortable on his forehand side. But Les will be trying to add a lot of pressure with this delivery. Another close ball, and Tom Warner's under pressure. It's number 2 going in. At the moment, Les is lying the set.
Well, he needs to be more aggressive this time.
2 red.
Although the front ball's so far away, he can come around it with a little bit of weight, get the split, run the jack through, takes all the danger away. Slightly narrower. Make sure you've got enough weight to carry it.
I think he's having a look here.
Yeah, he is. Second ball, maybe.
Be happy with that.
Saves the set. That's the important bit for him.
Yeah, he's done well there, Tom. Was set down.
We're looking really, Andy. He has to play a very, very similar ball, I would have thought, just trying to drop in. Even if he gets to there, it's good. But if he extends the jack through, there's absolutely no problem. You know, it's even to there, that would hide it away in beside his other ball, and he'd be very happy with that.
Yeah, I'd agree. He'll be trying to draw another. He's tying the set currently, Les, but he'll be trying to get more pressure on Tom.
pretty little head. I think you should wear one of those, Andy. I think it would suit you, that.
Does get a bit bright sometimes in the hall. Right, Les, can you draw another? Well, he's looking at this. He just needs to get inside the green to score.
Oh, he's made it.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah,
that's good.
Well, front ball was always going to be good. Extending the jack was safer.
2 red.
This is just going to be hard now. He might be tempted, actually, to run it off on the other side, and he'd go for the split in the backhand.
I'd agree. Looks like a backhand runner.
Hard shot, though.
Yeah, hard shot, but, well, he's set down, Tom, under a bit of pressure with this final delivery, but I'd agree. I think it looks like a backhand runner. Yeah, I think he's slightly happier on this side. Got to be positive with this one. Oh, he's well under. This will not hold up.
Yeah.
Under from the hand.
Yes, didn't get any help with the front ball, and Les Gillett has really nicked
2
that
shots,
first set.
to Les Gillett.
Yeah, came back strong in the last 3 ends.
5 shots and 3 ends, and it's typical of someone with that experience to come back and force the younger player into playing those difficult shots, Andy. And a couple of big balls by Les there, though.
Yes, there was. There was. I mean, he came strong in the final, you know, the last 3 ends. 6-2 down. Tom was favourite. But as you say, the more experienced player has just come through. You were relieved to have won that. Tom, well, you're still in the game.
Yes, but he knows. You can see from that, the body language, he knows
Step
that
length 29 metres.
should have won that first set. Put it in the back pocket, be relaxed in the next one. Now he's under pressure.
Yes, I think you always feel the unseeded player probably needs that opening set just to get the, as you say, the pressure on the seeded player. Les could probably relax a little bit now and might start to flow a little bit better. Yeah, that's good. Playing his full length well now.
Well, Tom just needs to start off the way he did in the first set. Get the drawing going, put Les under pressure.
Too good opening balls.
One down.
Oh, he's good again.
Oh, very good. Well,
Gentle, gentle. That's it. Didn't want to drop back on the jack. That's excellent. But tempting for Les to run the 2 balls.
looks a good target, doesn't it? This backhand, as I say, in this direction is quite a nice hand.
Oh, he's certainly thinking about it. Only danger is getting his own.
Sticking to the draw. I'm sure a number of players would not have been drawing with this one.
Disciplined shot, isn't it?
Yes. He's on the high side.
One ball in the head. He's probably just conscious of that. I think he'll go with the next one now.
I think he will. Oh, Tom's changing his hand. Probably gone for a position here. Anything behind the head from Tom's good.
Well, not sure about this line, but has to make it past the red one.
I think he's almost drawn another on the backhand.
Exactly, and
That's good bowling.
it's good bowling. I'm not really convinced he was trying to draw another shot there.
Not ideal. I think he was probably due to go around the back, but Les, you've got to hit this. No hesitation now, surely. Yeah, it's the runner.
Needs to get down. played that on his forehand. That surprised me.
Yeah, because the backhand is quite a nice hand for weight. The forehand just tends to hold out slightly.
Bigger target on the backhand as well for his backhand.
Well, chance for Tom here to score a 4. That's the perfect reply after dropping an opening set. Needs to run.
Well, he's encouraging it. Looks like he's there. That's a big end for Tom after losing the set. Put away the disappointment of that. Picks up a full house.
Fantastic end from Tom Warner. All balls within 9 inches. Very good.
4 shots.
See the
Tom
final
Warner.
delivery coming in.
And not on that, Andy, also on the Les Gillett's length.
Yes. Well, disappointment from losing the opening set. That's the way to respond. A big 4.
Jack length 26 metres.
That's what a lot of people would think, that having won 4 shots on a full length, why didn't Tom just stick with the full length and instead of going shorter? But
well, that seemed to be Les's favoured length, didn't it? And most players would tend to go away from what their opposition's playing. But he did. I'd agree. He played a perfect end. Both players slightly struggling more so in this direction, not quite finding the centre of the rink.
Yeah.
it's a bit of a wry smile.
Yes.
Short and narrow. You know, it's
Well, after playing that perfect end, he's just gone walkabouts again. Got to settle down. He doesn't want to drop a 4 after scoring a good one. Well, still nothing close.
Four feet.
Good correction from Tom. Needs to stop.
oh, he's still pushing through a bit. It's going to be number 1, but after the last end, that's a distance away.
I'll be happy though.
Hungry.
Didn't want to. Nothing worse than dropping a loose 2 or 3. Got the shot. He'll be happy.
It's all down to good weight here, Les, but you're trucking. Yep, trucking all the way through. Well, that's not like Les, really. He's not making that adjustment.
No, I don't think he's happy on this side of the carpet, Les. I think he'd be happier on the other side, I think. Chance so for Tom to score a double here. Get this one close. It's like a second.
Well, these old loose ends, Andy, they're always dangerous, aren't they? You can lose a silly 2.
Yeah, I'd agree, David. Sometimes it's not about being very close. It's just getting the ball closer than your opponent. Les changing to his backhand. This, to me, is a better hand for Les. Weight's good. He'll draw the shot here.
Well, that's not surprising.
Yeah, that's the hand Les should be leading with.
Definitely.
One shot. Let's get it.
Maybe thinking coming down, why did I bother at the other side?
Score
You know,
1-4 after 2 ends.
important ball after losing a 4.
Yeah, he was 2 down. Well, I'll be interested to see where Les puts this one after Tom's excellent opening end. Will he go full again? I think the answer is yes, he is.
As I think he'll think that's just a one-off.
Yes, yes.
That's all.
Jack length 28
Can't blame him. I
metres.
think it's, a lot of players would feel the same way. It's a one-off. I'll just concentrate on my game now.
Yeah, 28.5, so I think he's brought the mat up 1 metre. So Jack's still on the tee, but the mat's slightly further up. A good opener.
Well, according to the first ball, he's right.
Yes, it's just maybe just put off Tom slightly by Les bringing the mat up. Yeah, this is more like Les Gillett. Perfect balls.
We've known aggressive players to go for those early.
Yeah, some players would be attacking this, but I think Tom, rightly so, is sticking to the draw, get something close. Perhaps look at this with the third and fourth deliveries. It's gone through 4 feet. Expect Les just to draw another.
Tom's 3.5 feet.
So he can afford to put a foot or two on. He doesn't want really to get too close to the head and widen it.
I agree, David. Obviously the head, anything just behind the 2 red balls, 15 inches past these red balls is good. Passes the head. This is very good. That's excellent.
Good ball, Les. Well played. Tidy little head now for him. Really, Tom should open his shoulders here and get this removed.
I agree, David. Yes, quite rightly so. Attacking this, and I think he's close. Good strike, unlucky.
Oh, unlucky just to get a tickle of the jack there instead of moving it right out into the open. Good controlled weight.
He played that well, Tom. There we see it. Catches the short ball. Unlucky. Just glides off the ball. Still 2 down. Good ball.
2 red.
Les married with 3 kids. 3 girls. Hope he's saving. Or do they still do that now, Andy? Is it still the responsibility when the girls get married, or is it all, that's all old hat, I hope?
I'm not exactly sure.
I hope it's old hat. I've got a daughter.
I've only got boys, so I'm not quite sure. Well, Tom, what are you going to do here? Probably just a draw.
Well, always hard after a running ball to get the weight down for the perfect draw. Has he overcorrected? Yep, he has.
Yeah, loose end from Tom. Just forget about that one. Played
Oh.
well
3
so
shots,
far,
let's
but
get
just
it.
we all have loose ends. Just forget about it.
You always get a little murmur, don't you, Andy,
That's
from the
good.
crowd
4-4
whenever the
after
ball's
3,
dropping short like that, and the knowledge is there. Let's
Yes.
put it that way. Whenever they start to
Yes.
make a noise that the ball's not reaching.
They let you know.
Oh, absolutely. And there's always the odd expert in other places as well to let us know that things aren't up and stuff. So.
I've been getting quite used to quite a lot of tuts myself recently.
28.5 metres.
Another bad ball. Oh dear. Yes, something you've got to basically cope with. But Les already back into the set. And playing the backhand, rightly so as well, Les.
Les will be looking at this and thinking, I need the money. These girls are going to bankrupt me.
Yes. Well, he's got a pairs final this afternoon, so at the moment he's doing well. But like everybody, they're all greedy. Everybody wants to win every game they play in.
Yeah, it's not about the money, it's about that personal pride, and you get out there, the competitive spirit takes over.
Yes, we certainly won't get rich in our
Your
sport,
bowl,
David.
2 feet. Tom's is 2.5.
You haven't had a mortgage for 30 years, man. Come on.
Yes.
Some of us are still out there struggling.
Not you, though. Les just needs to find 18 inches here. Now, once again, it's a loose end in this direction. Player's not quite settled yet. Les throwing his towel up in the air there. Slightly mystified what's going on here in this direction.
Oh, he's got a chance with this one.
One green.
Les sticking to his favourite hand, rightly so. Just needs to add the weight. I think the line has been good. Once again, the line is good. How's the weight?
Correction made.
One red.
Sort of forces Tom into playing a little pushy shot.
Yes, forces Tom into the awkward shot, unfortunately, from his angle. Not easy. Just needs to bend. Very good ball.
That's a great shot. That really is a great shot. That's so difficult to play. Slightly overweight, Andy. Like, just how hard is this one?
Very hard. Hard degree. He plays it perfectly. Well played, Tom.
You don't count your chickens with Les in terms of getting shots, but when he put that one in, he must have been thinking to himself, that's going to be one on the card.
Yes, yeah, I'm sure he would have, because he knew that Tom had a difficult shot to play, and he played it well. Right, Les, how's the weight?
He's asking a lot for this one. Just needs to hurry, though. Needs to run. Dropped it. Line was perfect.
2 green.
Ooh, chance for a 3.
Yes. Well, Les a bit disappointed there. Big chance, Tom, to establish a good lead again.
Two shots. Tom Warner.
Missed opportunity, but he'll be happy with the 2.
Set score 4-6 after 4 ends.
Well, the benefit of playing a superb turnaround shot. 1 down to 2 up. You know, when your opponent plays a ball like that, Andy, you just have to stand back and say, well done, nothing lucky about it. It was a perfect delivery.
Exactly. It was a
Jack
great ball from
27
Tom.
metres.
We're well aware the degree of difficulty, and that was high. Well, Tom's brought the mat up quite a bit here. Once again, the jack's on the tee, but the mat's quite a good bit up the green. Good starter. This one will go.
I was thinking that line was a bit adventurous.
Yes, once you go on that
Slightly past 2
line,
inches.
David, it definitely swings away.
A bit of a Distraction there for Les, so reset. Certainly made a correction on the line, but the weight's just dropped.
1 red.
And that's not going to help him with the next ball.
Certainly not. Tom in a bit of trouble here. One balls have blocked him out. Well, Les forced onto the forehand side, trying to draw the perfect shot. Line's good, all about weight. Don't think he's running. Well, Tom's got 3 seconds here, David. I think he could have a gamble here.
Yes, well, it's probably worth it if the draw is not really on. If he wants to take a risk.
18 inches.
18 inches, well, you can pump a ball into the red, and he's got the respot on one side.
Well, I think...
Be unlucky to be any worse off.
Oh, yeah, I think you should be looking for that red ball. Will he hold the line?
He needs help.
Oh, he got help. That might be, is that enough?
Well, a fortuitous result if it is one green. He was going away from the head, but he was in the area. It's close. Very close.
Slightly favour yours, yes.
Slightly favours red.
Well, Alan Thornhill's very good, I have to say, normally when he's looking at things like that. And some players do appreciate the advice, but it is only an opinion, no more than that.
Number 1 coming in anyway.
Well, one guaranteed. Second one's a bit of a look.
Two shots, let's kill it.
The joys of the eyesight of a 25-year-old. He's able to tell very quickly.
Set score
I think I would have been down there for half an hour, David, just looking at that.
You can't see measures. We all know that. You need your glasses on.
Well, this has just been the mystery direction, really, for both players now coming up. Les will be aware of that. Needs to do something. Get that opening ball probably through more than just dropping short a little bit with the first delivery.
It's on his backhand, that's his favoured side. Push it out, it's a big bend, this one. You can afford to give it a good amount of width.
Yeah, this is a good hand. As I say, the tendency from Les has been dropping short, but this is a better opener.
That's certainly what we expect. He's been quite jovial this week, Les.
Yes, yes. Oh, he's good company. I enjoy Les's company.
Yeah. Wry sense of humour. He does take a bit as well, doesn't he?
Yes. No, it's good. Good bloke.
Good banter. He's been around long enough.
Yeah. He's certainly been on the circuit for a few years. Playing good balls. As you say, David, seeded 15, but I think he'll be moving up the rankings with if he manages to win this one. That's more like it, Les.
Yes, I think it's important that a lot of players get the credit whenever they drop out of the top 16 and make their way back in again. It's not easy. Yes, you do get the odd wild card, but you still go through qualifiers.
Yeah, full credit to anybody who drops out and then comes back. I think everybody is aware, David, that it's difficult to qualify at all these events. Lots of good players.
No. 10 inches past Jack High.
Danger signs here for Tom.
Yeah, so number 6 and then number 7 and 7 end is always crucial, but Les will be looking to push forward now, try and get a bit of a break in this second set.
2 red.
He's turned his back on this one.
Well, oh dear. Yeah. He knows he's in trouble now. Shook the head.
I don't think he's quite as happy in this direction. I don't think he's got confidence going on the mat and playing the perfect ball. Needs a big one though, Tom. You're going to be 2 or 3 down. It's like number 3 coming in.
There's a stop.
Oh, just run on.
Yeah, well, second shot will be Tom's target. If he draws a shot, it's a bonus. Got a chance at least for second with this.
Oh, he's played a big one, hasn't he?
Oh, it's dropped in. Could be number 1.
Needed that.
1 shot, let's get it.
Second it is, but he left. Les left the door open, got away with just losing or picking up 1.
After 6 ends.
Well, this has been the key end, Andy.
I'd agree. Les scores without doubt in the driving seat. I'm sure Tom will be aware of that.
Jack length 28.5 metres.
Les, having won the opening set, has always got the draw option as well, so I agree. This is a big end.
No shot clock on the first bowl, of course, so Les taking his time.
Games have been played at quite a swift pace, isn't it, really?
Yes, it's moving on.
Yeah,
It's just been going just over an hour. And we're getting down to the business end of the second set.
I think with Les having the pace final, he'd be hoping that this game just finishes this set. He doesn't want to go into tie breaks and tension. He want to get out, quick shower, get ready for the final.
Your ball, yard.
There's a correction made. Will he stay up? Yes, indeed. Just made it. Well, Tom, chartered accountant, tax advisor, and I always like to see what's written on the profiles, Andy.
Yes, yes. Well, we did say we don't know much of Tom, but tax advisor. It seems very heavy, that to me.
Oh, his interests on his profile says reading and learning about taxation.
Very interesting.
I think there's a few people just slightly outside the arena could do with his help at the
last
moment.
bowl gap is 6 inches. 1 green.
I'll not talk too much about our illustrious colleagues. It's coming to the end of January.
Yes, I know. Yes, that's the big day, isn't it? 30th, isn't it? Well, Les, are you running? You are.
Again, he needs to stay up.
No, still one to Tom.
1 green.
Tom, third bowl, important the last time, put you into a lot of trouble in the last end.
Up here in this direction of drawing another. Is this number 2? Good try.
Well, I just wonder, will Les be tempted here with slightly over the weight, use that shoulder, come back into the jack or the bowl. Can't see him being any worse off.
I'd agree. Lots of chances down his forehand side.
As you know, Andy, once you start putting a little bit of weight on there, it does hold.
That's the danger. I think he's pushed through this one, so he's got chances. As you say, will he get back?
Well, I think he's in the area.
Oh, he's close.
Just trying to draw it clean. Needs to drop off his own ball. Oh, got it. Beautiful delivery. Stayed away from the tempting little runner, which is the hard shot. Stuck with the draw. That's a confident ball.
Yes, plays that hand well. Confident. Here we go. Final delivery. Has to draw within 6 inches. Shot ball.
I'm just thinking, Andy, there's a tempting runner on.
Yes, there is. I think there is on the forehand. I can't see him getting a bad result.
Oh, if he hits it absolutely plumb. Front green one, the 2 reds disappear. Yeah, if he's on the backhand, he's on a draw to turn the jack for a double.
Well, fair play. Play the shot that you feel is best. Play to your strength.
Difficult shot.
What's the weight like, Tom? Looks a bit heavy.
He's just over it. Just over it.
Well, I think Tom did right there.
One shot, let's get
Played
it.
the shot that he fancied. I think a few players would have been running at that.
Set score
Tom
is
has 2
8-6.
timeouts remaining.
Set score is 8-6 after 7 ends.
Well, still in the set, 8-6. Needs 3 shots in the next 2 ends to force the tie break. Les, of course, can afford to draw the score, having won the first set. Just shows the value of that first set, and Tom didn't get a draw. You know, getting something out of that first set would have put him right in a good position to win the match.
Yes, certainly would. As we say, Les has got the draw here as well, so I think Les will be trying to score a double here, trying to finish this game on this end. Tom, as I'd agree, the target's probably got to be a double as well. Give himself a chance then.
Les now 46. Wealth of experience. Been in this position many times.
I think he'll be feeling confident now. It's reasonable lead, 8-6.
One green.
Something not right with that one.
Yes, he's tried to make the correction, and sometimes it's just better to play the same ball.
I agree. He overcorrected, didn't he? Took far too much off. Chance for Tom to add another.
Well, if Les had played the same ball, really, you're looking at touching the green one and dropping in. And
Yeah, still keep the positive weight. Well, you're running, Tom.
One green.
Just on the high side, Les. Don't think you'll get back.
Just over it, no more. If he gets the drop back, he would make
1 green.
the double, but it's standing up at the moment.
Well, Les having a look at this head, I think it's just nothing complicated, Les. It's just a backhand draw. I don't think you'd be running for the balls. It's just a draw. I was looking at the other side. I don't think so, Les.
He's been more confident. It's
Time out,
just
ball.
not getting back the way he's making
has 3
centre
timeouts
rink, but he's
remaining.
just slightly over the line. It's just play the same ball again and hope that he dips into the green one.
I'd agree.
You know, he's played a lot of good last balls on this side. You know, his backhand being the left-hander, and he's given us a lot of thought, though.
Certainly is. Don't think there's a lot of thought really needed. It's just a backhand draw. Yeah, I think that's what he's playing.
Well, he was sort of stalking that as if to say, hold up. But I think he's close on the line.
Very close.
Yeah, that's the way to play it. Touching the jack might help make the double, but more important, he's brought the ball or the jack over towards his own balls.
Perfect ball. Maybelline game. Yeah, we see. It's just a draw. The jack's a
1 red and
bonus.
measure.
1 on the measure, 2 shots will do it, and the match will be over. Tom Warner can't he can't win the set on the last end if he's 4 down. The best he can do is draw it, and that's enough to get Les over the line. That was a big ball, a really good, well-played delivery.
He played it well. It was just a draw. As I said, the jack was a bonus. Moves the jack to the red ball. 1 on a measure. Les will be very happy the way this head's sitting. Big problems here for Tom Warner. Do well to get out of this, I think. Played a great ball in the backhand a couple of ends ago. Needs another big one. How's your weight?
He's not far away with this. It's just getting back. Very close. Doesn't want the back end of the red one. Oh, dear, oh dear. That's unlucky, but it'll be 1 on the measure, so we won't know just yet.
Umpire, please.
So either 1 more end or the shake of the hands.
1 red measure.
Francis Fletcher will sort that out for us. Good effort. Wasn't far away.
No, it wasn't. It was a good try, Tom. Just 6 inches away, it would have held up. Good try.
Yep. 2 it is. Confirmation. Just waiting for the check on the jack and
2
the
shots,
measure.
second set and the match. Let's get it.
Well done, Les. You got over a very tough draw. Tom Warner, we didn't know much about him, Andy, but I think we'll see more of this young man. I think he played very well.
He did. He played really well. Just both ends, you know, both sets really just tailed away at us, you know, at the business end, shall we say, the set. But Les Gillett will be delighted. Now got a big final to look forward to.
Yes, he gets the ranking points. He's into the next round, and of course has that positive mentality moving into this afternoon's game. But both players, well, I think they've entertained us this morning. There's no doubt about that. The crowd very appreciative of them as well.
Yeah, enjoyable game, David. Enjoyed that one. Good opener.
So Les Gillett through 2-0 in sets. 7-6, 10-6. I think 10-6 was a little bit flattering. I think Tom's been good value. Well, young man coming out for his first experience of the single portable rink here at Potter's Leisure Resort. Les Gillett, of course, very experienced and nothing new for him. But my goodness me, he found out about Tom Warner very quickly in that first set and was under a lot of pressure and had to play the big balls. Key ball for Les Gillett with that one. Followed it up, playing really good draw shots. Managed to sneak the first set, 7-6. Won 4 ends, lost 5, but keeping Tom down to singles. Tom Warner was not to be outdone, I have to say. Les picking up a good 3 there, having lost a 4 in the first end of the second set. But the left-hander was just playing superb balls. That was his last delivery on the last end. Picked up the double, picked up the set, and moves through to the second round. Not been much here with ends 1-10 against 7 the second set. Very much in Les Gillett's favour. Touchers, well, again, there's not many in there. 7 against 2. Total shots scored, I think that's a bit flattering in some respects. I think Tom Warner was better than that, to be truthful with you. But a very good performance from the young man in his first outing. But Les Gillett drew in all that experience and wins the match 2-0.
Yes, Corky, it could be a very big day for Les Gillett. A great way to start it. First of all, Les, congratulations on getting through. Tom was a very tough opponent. You're the one with the experience. He was a bit more inexperienced, but he was testing in the first set especially.
Yeah, Tom played very well. It's the first time here, and I didn't quite know what to expect. I'd heard that he's a very good player down in sort of Swindon area, but you never quite know how they're going to perform in the first game. And all credit to Tom, he came out all guns blazing and played some really, really good stuff in the first set. And you know, I just about snuck it. I hung in there. Wasn't probably on top form, but the rink was tricky. Tom struggled a few times as well, but you know, the guy played some great stuff. He really did.
Yeah, just tell us a little bit about the rink, because the guys in the commentary box were remarking that, especially in the first set, it didn't seem to be playing like I think both you and Tom expected it to.
No, you spend a lot of hours practicing on the rink, and you get comfortable with a set of bowls, and then all of a sudden it does something different in the match, and it sort of messes with your head a little bit. And yeah, I've been practicing really well, and got a few good ones in towards the end, which was good.
And obviously your tactical nous has helped you get through this match. And we were also wondering about having a final ahead of you on the same day that you're playing the singles. I mean, does it play on your mind at all when you're playing your match this morning?
No, not at all. I knew today was going to be a hard day, win or lose, this morning. And I sort of set myself out just for the singles. And now I'm worrying about the pairs. I mean, the pairs was at the back of my mind, but I had to concentrate on getting through this morning. That was my main objective. And so hopefully now it could be a good day, but we'll wait and see.
Yeah, I just wanted to remind you, it was 16 years ago that you won the title with Mark here. It's been a long time between drinks. Are you ready for the final now?
Definitely, yeah. It's a long time ago, isn't it? I never had hair then neither, so... But yeah, I wore a cap then, so I'm playing with a new partner, Jason, who's been on top form. Great guy, love him to bits, so yeah, looking forward to it.
Well done today. Good luck this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner this morning, Les Gillett.